Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the classroom with Architect Mark. It's right after Christmas and my birthday, actually. And we've been 60 days prior to that, and we're just getting back now because, well, it's the day after my birthday, and I didn't want to record yesterday, and this will fall on a Monday, so that's right. Like, uh, very good time wise, right? So I've been thinking about it, and before moving on to another program, uh, which I won't spoil for you yet, I would like to discuss something around the lines of my setup right here and how uh, it could possibly be applied to for other instructors out there that might want to do the same thing or uh, use a more dynamic method of delivery apart from the one that is normally offered by a set of uh, recording over a presentation. This is more for maybe synchronous classes. So you can really use it for that. So let's head on over to the blue board and we'll start the timer and we'll discuss our this setup I'm using right here. And maybe we'll replicate it in a more standard setup for all of you guys out there. All right, so the blue board's active, the pen is active. So let's activate the timer and start right now. So, of course, this being a computerized setup and we have a like a stream going on right here. We started off with the computer, which is the brain of it all. I am particularly using a laptop computer from Asus, and it is an i5 powered uh, 8 gig RAM. Is it even 8 gig? I think so. Pretty standard fare for available units right now because 8 is apparently the new standard. So everything's coming out with that already. Uh, yeah, so this laptop, right, has 3 ports going out of it, all of them USB-Cs. So this replicating this doesn't really require a USB-C. It just needs a ports. There's one over here, and then there's 2 over on this side. One of which is connected to a GPU, an eGPU unit. Yeah, so let's try it over here. eGPU. Alright, so this is the laptop over here. Let's mark them down so you would easily see it. And then, so the eGPU connects to the Thunderbolt port, and then the other one connects to power. So this goes to the adapter. Supposedly, the eGPU is able to power the laptop, but it it's not happening. I've tried it multiple times, but it's it didn't it doesn't work right now for this one. Uh, so the eGPU, let me see, breaks out into a few more USB slots. So I have three over here, three USB slots. But this main one, another USB-C, I have connected to a capture card. The popular one would be from Elgato, but I'm not using that. I'm just using one of those super cheap ones because, I really need a high-end capture card. So the capture card connects to this slot via a what do you call this? A hub. There's a hub there. And the capture card connects, of course, to the camera. So this goes to a camera module, which right now I have the GoPro Hero 3 that I sequestered from my brother. Pretty old, but it serves better than a standard webcam. Quality wise, and well, the range is pretty big, and I really like that. So there we go. This becomes my primary. This is what you see right here in our whenever we start each stream. You see this. So we have that, and then the GPU connects me to a 4K monitor. So this allows me to have the equivalent of four full HD screens. All right. And then the assignment I have right now is that this part, the upper right part, is being used for the display. So basically, this is one of the sections that you see here. I find that this is the optimum method of capturing because you see the mouse and you see contextual menus which are otherwise hidden if you're capturing a program, because those are born out of a right click. It doesn't show up when you're using the OBS software. So right now, this is all hardware, all right? No software yet. And then the eGPU, with its three USBs, I have one for a tablet. So I have an Intuos 4 here. So I have my tablet. This allows me to use this this blue board, just like uh, a blackboard or a whiteboard when you're in school. So I have the tablet there, and I have another one, uh, another cable that goes out to a secondary camera, possible should I use for overheads. All right. Mm, what else do I have? Mm, I think that's the main one actually. So this is just the important one that is concerned with content development for here. So for software, mainly it's the OBS software, which I learned over the course of the pandemic because of my uh, quest to actually create videos like this. So I wanted to find a way to do this without having to record into media and then having to edit that and then churn it out with a rendered timeline. That's so much time that is saved by the OBS software. So this is the hardware, basically. Oh, I forgot. I have lights, of course. So I have lights uh, all around. And yeah, lights. These are important. So lights allow us to have a better looking uh, projection right here so that you don't see a mediocre image coming out from the adapted GoPro. Eventually, uh, this can change into a better camera with better lens selection, but the GoPro works. And even the integrated camera in the laptop, because there is one, you can also use that. And it only depends on your preference, actually. I have a mouse, the MX Master, that is connected via Bluetooth. MX Master 2S. So it's connected via Bluetooth, and then I suppose that's it. That's the entire setup that I'm using to develop these types of contents for you guys. And this is a very flexible one because I have the rest of the monitor available to me for things like research or uh, off-screen elements that I can bring in. So for example, I have a window over here and it's just on standby and I can bring it at any time to the main screen that's being recorded. So yeah, I had this idea that I will try to create, because this is a not a very standard setup right here. As you can see, there are a lot of components. So I was wondering if we can, because it is possible to just use this alone and develop content with it. So that's what we want to check out. This is what we're trying to do for as help to other instructors out there who might want to, branch out and all of that will be powered by OBS, which stands for Open Broadcasting Software. The current version is uh, very powerful, and you'd be you'd really be it's gonna be an eye opener when you start to use it. Version 26 is the one that I'm using at this time, and that will be the one that we will be taking into consideration for the development of the single unit instruction tool. Okay, so I hope this excites you guys and gave you a little insight on the tools that I'm working with right here. And that's it for now. I will see you guys again tomorrow, and do take care. There are some mutations of the virus out there, and we don't want it to be interfering with the how we're conducting classes nowadays. So I will see you guys again next time. Take care. Good night.